Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Oh, man. How's everybody doing? Hello. Yeah, so let me know if the music is too loud. I can't get my microphone to work. Not microphone, sorry. I can't get my headphones to work today. And, I forgot my coffee. Hold on one second. Let me get my coffee. I need that. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back now. What's up, Chiff Game? So yeah, I got my coffee. I'm ready to go. Cheers. I'm gonna Heroes Bench. Good, man. How are you? How are you? So I'm gonna switch over to. I got a new camera setup that I like. So I was. In addition to just the straightforward one. Hello, everyone. So I'm gonna switch to that on here. There you go. All right. Did you bring? Yeah, exactly. I bring tribute in the form of a spear. Yeah, no, I'm starting something from scratch today. So, figured I always do stuff from like existing base meshes. I thought it might be fun to do something a little different today. I got this awesome Sideshow book of sculpts, and one of the things in here is this Wolverine sculpt. Let me know, again, if this music is loud and annoying, please tell me, because I can't tell on my end. But, oh, that's a better picture, actually. All right, which one's with a flash? I'll let you guys decide. But yeah, I like this pose, and it's like the character's one of those old Mezco type of toys that I used to get when I was little, and I don't love it. So I wanted to do my version of this guy myself. So I think I'm gonna do that before. Let's see. Yeah. Let's hope this thing in Ukraine de-escalates as soon as possible. It's crazy. Thoughts and prayers, bro. So let's see. I'm going to get started on this thing over here. I figured sphere is a good place as any to start. The chat down here so I can see it. And let's shrink this down a little bit. So I rarely work this way, but I thought it'd be fun to do something a little different today. Also, I'm trying out some new gear that 3D Connection sent me. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I have a 3D mouse here that I can toggle around my stuff with. So I'm getting used to using that. I have their keyboard and I also have their mouse. So I want to give this stuff a try and give them some feedback. You know what I'm saying. H3D. Been doing a lot of modeling with ZModeler, making my base meshes and stuff. And this is not centered. Mirror and weld. Yes. X. It's not. Oh. Aha, I see what I did there. It's not centered up on the... Hold on one sec. Unify. Let's get rid of one of these. Delete hidden. Unify. There you go. Mirror and weld. Okay, now it should be centered, which it is. Okay. All right. I'm gonna make this nice and large so I don't miss any of the chat here. May I ask which Cintiq you prefer and why 24 or 32? So I've had both. I gotta tell you, the 32 is pretty sweet. You know, I like having all the real estate. So I came from just using a Intuos for everything, and having something that is, let's make this smaller, having something that is higher res and bigger is much nicer. I think I didn't have the 24, sorry, I had the 21 back in the day, and then the 27, and now 32. Let's see, ZBrush. I want half ZBrush. Just want to make this smaller. It's too chunky right now. It can be much smaller. Lower, lighter. There you go. It's a little better. So, if you're familiar with Stylist League, that's the show that Bradley and I have on Friday nights. Bradley has been under the weather past couple weeks, so maybe you guys can give him some well wishes so he can heal quickly and get back to life. Subtool, duplicate. Actually, let's turn this into a cube. Turn off solo. I'm just going to block in what I want to do here. Duplicate, and let's make this a cylinder. I know you guys are like, why are you doing it this way? You don't ever work this way. That's why I'm doing it this way. I want to try something different. Little something different. Let's divide this once. I've also been working super low res lately, like super low res just to get the shapes I want, and then subdividing. So that's what I'm on now. All right, let's see what I missed here. Any advice for aspiring character artists? Yeah, you know, don't worry about what other people are doing. You know what I mean? Like, just do you and get your 10,000 hours in. And you know, if you haven't heard of that, you know, you do anything for long enough and you become a master at it. So I would just say continue to practice and look at stuff you like, right? Like, check out other people's work that you might enjoy. And it's okay to pattern yourself after, you know, folks that you have like as inspiration. Eventually, when you're good enough, you'll get your own style and you'll apply it. That's kind of how I learned with illustration and sculpting. So, yeah, that's it. Let's see. Are you using a Cintiq? Yeah, absolutely. This is a Cintiq right here. There, Cintiq. Thank you for the answer. Oh, better, yeah. Marco, Mark, yo. What's up? What's up, dude? How you doing? Frequent visitor of the Stylist League, longtime supporter. What's up, my friend? ML Creative. That's my man right there. There's Bradley. That's my streaming partner right there. And partner in crime as well. We don't commit crimes, but there's something to that. I don't know what it is. Bradley is as straight laced as you can get. So anyway, that's it. Get better, man. Do you use UVs or just poly paint? A bit of both. Oh, you guys want to see something cool? Actually, let me show you something cool. So I know every time I'm in here, I talk about, hey, I'm doing this stuff with Sideshow, and I don't tell you what it is because everything is NDA. But just so happens, I have a little something that I can share. Finally. So let's move this over and make this big. They announced pre-orders for my Maul and Ahsoka sculpt. So you guys could see this. This is what I've been kind of working on for them for a long time. Actually, I finished it a while ago. But I got to work with Matt Black, who's like the big Star Wars head at Sideshow. Shout out to Matt Black, who put me on with this, and just was a super fun project to work on. So yeah, can't wait for this to come out, actually. I'm a big fan of the last season, and I'm a big fan of Sideshow. You guys know that. So I can't wait. Cannot wait. This guy's got a SpongeBob SquarePants thing going on right now. But that too started as like a super low res mesh that I only added detail to when I needed to. You know what I'm saying? So I got that Wolverine on the other screen. You guys can't see. But let's bring this back over. Okay. Let's duplicate the legs. Turn them into arms. Let's see what I missed. Studio Ronin, what's going on? I feel like I'm right over your shoulder. You are. You are. You're right over my shoulder. So, just so you guys know, I'll probably be flipping between this and this camera from time to time. So let's switch to that for a while. Everything good, my friend. Super busy. Excellent. This might be a newbie question, but how do you turn a low poly mesh into a high poly one? Just Control or Command D, divide it, and that will essentially double the polygons you have every time you do it. So you can totally just hit, let's say I wanted to divide this, I just hit Command D, and there you go, I got more resolution. So that's a thing. I will try to see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, we're not going to be on tomorrow, man. I apologize. Bradley's a little under the weather, so we're hoping he gets well soon. What's up, Brad Grotman? Anybody who knows me knows I mention Brad Grotman all the time. He's the guy who helps me dial in my poses. At some point, sometimes years after I sculpt the thing, but I appreciate it every time. So, big shout to Brad Grotman. Right, what else? Thanks, Emperor of Cheese. How long do the sculpts take from the client commissioning you to the finish? So on the Star Wars piece, probably took, I don't know, like a month and a half or so between approvals. Month and a half, 2 months maybe. I got an approval really quickly on that. I was really surprised because not only Sideshow, not only do they have to approve it, but obviously Lucas needs to approve it as well. So those guys gave it a big thumbs up, and now it's finally about time for it to come out. I feel like this is not centered. Mirror and weld. There you go. There you go. All right, append. Let's do this. Duplicate. So this is kind of how I do everything, is I'll just duplicate the thing I like and turn it into a cube. Cube. And then I just kind of scale it up and make it a thing. Is anybody excited, anybody other than me excited for the Steam Deck? Sorry, I keep calling it Stream Deck. Ever since I got a Stream Deck. Anybody else excited about the Steam Deck? Because I'm super excited about it. And I believe tomorrow it is gonna go out to the folks who've done little pre-orders. So not go out, but you can place your order and then you'll be shipped the thing when it comes out. So I'm really excited about that, you guys. Let's make these legs a little bigger. They seem a little small. So how do you make make prop? Yeah, I just kind of eyeball it and then dial it in later. Most of my stuff is, you know, I go through several iterations of it until I get it where I want it to be. So I never sweat this stage of it. Like the fact that he totally looks like he has a diaper on does not bother me at all. In fact, I kind of like it. But yeah, eventually it'll get there. So a whole lot of back and forth. Why I'm on a big box modeling kick lately. Like everything I do starts off as a box model. Also, I just love ZModeler, man. Like I just really like it. So use it a lot. Like every day, actually. It's mad big. Let's make it a little bit smaller. All right, let's get some arm action going on here. Maybe I should save. What do you guys think? Perhaps saving might be a good idea. The other thing I like about working this way is I can can just what was I going to say? Oh, I can turn on dynamic subdivisions, and I can keep everything insanely low. So I can just keep playing with it until I start to like my silhouette. And like right now, he looks just blah, whatever. But we'll get him. Gonna get him. Don't you worry about it. Sammy, what's up? Let's see what I miss. Oh, I missed a lot. Hello from India. What's up? Doomer McGregor. What's going on? Hey, Brody. Okay, I answered that. Vom Red. Muddy out there. It's muddy out there. What's up? Sammy, hey. Pro level using ZBrush Core. Same way you use regular ZBrush. You can do a lot in Core. If you haven't seen it, I'm gonna do a page. Hey, look at me. There I am right there. All right, if I go to my videos. Okay, yeah, so I did a time lapse with Thanos. Come on, man. Shh. Nothing wants to work today. Come on, dude. Go to my channel, please. Yeah, let me do this on this page so I don't show any ridiculous. So hold on a second. YouTube. MT Artworks. Oh, there's no S. MT Artwork. That would explain it. Thanos. All right. All right. So on the page here, I am in Core, and I take just the demo head of this dude and take him from literally this to starting to figure out the face. This is all stuff, I mean, this is stock Core right here. You can tell from the interface. All right, so just keep going. And then I start to get the gear. And then there's a second part that I get into like really detailing. And again, this is all in Core. So you can do a lot in Core. Don't sleep. All right, it doesn't have some of the features like I really am a fan, like I said, of ZModeler and Booleans and all that stuff. Like, but for real, you can do, you know, a lot of learning with this and then move up to the other, you know, the Baller software. So that's it. Oh, let me stop that. It's going to start playing like other stuff later. And stop. Now, get out of here. What else did I miss? 5 stars. Thanks, Z Bravo. Looks cool, but pre-orders made it almost impossible to get one. Did you pre-order one? I did not pre-order one. Hopefully they send me one. They sent me one of something else that I can't talk about. I can't wait. I actually thought my other thing was coming out first. It is not. But I have a box. And one day I'll open that box when I'm allowed. Why start the neck with a cube, not a cylinder? Yeah, I swapped it to a cylinder after the fact. What's up? Everything starts as a cube for me, and then I'll either swap it out to a cylinder or I don't really use the sphere too much. Don't ask me why. I could have probably done that head in like 2 seconds. 2 seconds. The sphere. Okay. Pablo. He is trying something different, just having fun. Yeah, that's all. What up, Vicious Stitches? Shout out to the Stylist League. Thank you, man. Is the sphere not funny? Is ML Creative. What's up, dude? Hello, Mike covering the face. Okay. You know what? Here. Boom, there you go. I want you guys to be able to hear me. Like really nice and clear. Sir, I want to learn Blender. Can you help me? Man, I wanna learn it too. Tell me how. You need to learn it and teach me. I want to use it for rendering my my sculpts. No, Chrono, will you share some tips on photogrammetry, hand scan? Dude, you came to the wrong brother. You know who that is? That's a Pavlovich thing. I would hop on Mike Pavlovich's stream, and I'm sure he'd be happy to show you how to use photogrammetry. It's above my pay grade, my friend. That. Got the arms. Let's bring the arms down. He's looking kind of silly right now. The arms down a little bit. All right, this is gonna be fun because I'm gonna get to work on some anatomy on this one. I don't ever really do this for you guys. Like I always just start with a base mesh. Everything is there, and I keep it going. So that's not fun. Okay, there's a different color. All right. Tune into Stylus League to see why I laughed when it just did what it did. Those who know, know. All right, and then for the hands, they're gonna be fists. So let's just, I'll just append a sphere. Append a sphere. Sphere 3D. Why does it look like that? Did I? Okay, that's gonna be a, it's gonna be a cube anyway, so who cares? Weld. All right. Let's get some feet, which is just, you guessed it, hands, but stretched out. All right. Get Wolvie out of the way. All right, so this will get better as I start to dial it in, but right now I just want to try to get the forms. So I don't really care that it looks super duper blocky right now. Just holding down Alt and inflating to shrink down some of this thickness. This foot and mirror and weld. All right, so I got a little base mesh dude, right? With little teeny legs, probably could have bigger legs. Scale up the legs a little bit. There you go. Grab the feet. Go down and over. Oh, there you go. Weld. All right. So now I can start to get this guy into like one deal, little unimesh body. Actually, let me think about this. Maybe I don't even care. I don't think I care because everything on him has a split that's kind of determined by his clothing. So I don't even care that it's multiple groups here. But I do want to name these things so I know what's what. Feet. I will be connecting the feet to the legs, actually. So I think I want to do that while this is like a low-res mesh, I believe. That's the arms. Rename. Ha! Don't rename. Arms. Don't type your inner monologue. Rename legs. Legs. I gotta tell you, when 3D Connection sent me this giant keyboard, at first I was a little, I don't know, I didn't know what I was gonna think about it because the form factor is pretty large. But as you can see, it hangs off of my desk, and so my desk naturally curves here, right? So I have like somewhere to put my wrist. I love that I can put my wrists here now, and I couldn't before. All right, so that's pretty cool. And I thought because it wasn't a golly, I got the light all up in your face. Let's get Spidey back in there. I thought because it wasn't a mechanical keyboard, I wouldn't like the feel of the keys, but I do, a little more than I thought. So I'm gonna call this his shorts. This is head. Rename. Bed. Rename hands. And torso. So now I'm going to save this as, let's do this. I'm going to duplicate the torso, move it up, and then I'm going to just make this like a cube. It's a cube. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to be able to save this as the thing. So logic, folder. Base, mesh, whip. Cool whip. All right. Come back over here. Let's see what I missed. What did I miss? Uncle Jesse's in here. Yeah, what's up, man? Big fan, brother. Wow, man, I missed a lot. See, this is why I need Bradley here doing his thing. He doesn't let me miss these comments. Jesse's probably been here and gone. He's like, dude's not even saying anything. I'm out. Will you share some tips on Photoshop? I missed that one. I saw that one already. Honestly, found the opposite to be true about ZBrush Core. It wasn't until I upgraded to full ZBrush I was able to really learn. Yeah. Okay, so there's no doubt that the full version of ZBrush is head and shoulders above Core. Like, that's no question. However, if you are, balling on a budget, or somebody who just even wants to see if they are, into digital sculpting, Core's not a bad way to get in there, give it a shot. So, but no, I love ZBrush full. Like, don't even trip, dog. Hi, Mike from Brazil. What's up, man? Good afternoon, Mike. When do you know apply Dynamesh or divide it? I don't really divide until I need more geometry, and right now, because I'm just trying to get a good silhouette, I don't care, right? Like, my guy looks blocky in the preview, but I can get that, he has thighs and calves and lions, bears, and tigers. Oh my. All right, what tablet are you using? 32-inch Pro. Welcome. Ellipsoid? What's up, Attentive Slug? Another big supporter of Stylus League. What's up, man? Mike, what camera and mic do you use to stream? So my cameras, I have this is the Logitech Brio. It's a 4K camera, which I like a lot. A lot. All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay. How do you go back? Oh, and the microphone is a this is a Samsung. What's it called? Samsung something. Hold on a sec. It is the G-Track Pro. G-Track Pro. For those of you who can speak. There you go. There you go. All right. Lee Gibbons, how do you go about Z remeshing when you have hard angles, hard surfaces? Corners for me normally always get softened. So yeah, either I'm going to, let's say that for this leg here, I want to have this line be hard surface right here, right? Like if I were to use dynamic, it gets like super duper soft. So what I would do is I could grab Z Modeler and I could crease this, edge loop complete, and then I'll crease it. And then if I hit dynamic, you see what it's doing there. Now I have hard edge. Now, the good thing about this is, and I was showing my friend this the other day. He didn't know you could do it. Actually, Bradley didn't know you could do this. But what you can do is you can set your crease limit. So let's say that I want this leg, if I hit dynamic and I want it to look nice and smooth, like this is only 2 subdivisions. If I turn it up to like 4, now it's super soft, right? But that line is really, really hard. So let's say that I have something that I want to make like a gem or something like that. Let's see, I made this gem the other day. Frame. Oh, wait, no. Frame. All right, so I made this gem. This has been kind of booleaned already, so you can't see the geometry, but I don't have any beveling going on here. There's no beveling at all. This is just using selective creasing. All right, so if I go back to my legs, and let's say I don't want that ridiculously sharp, hard cut there. I know I have 4 subdivision levels, so I would turn my crease level down to like 2, right? Like, okay. Then it starts to hold that volume, but it's not really hard. The other thing that I can do, right? And if I want it to be a bit sharper, I'll turn it to 3 and let's see what it looks like, right? So there you go. If I know I have 4 subdivision levels and I turn it to 4, anything above 4 is going to be as creased as it can be, like cut yourself on the edge crease. But I like to have like, you know, 1 if I want to keep the volume, or 2, you know, or if I want to see that edge but not have it be like really hard, I'll do it like 3. And you might be saying, hey, I still see the facets on here. Well, what you can do is you can bump up the smoothness to like 6, and then I'll bump up my crease level to 5, 4 or 5, right? Like, and then I still have a nice soft bevel in here. So I've been using ZModeler to do a lot of hard surface stuff lately. That's one way to do it, is with creasing. Another thing you can do if you don't want to crease is you can add holding lines. So if I get rid of that crease and I go back to dynamic, it just gets, you know, real soft. But if I go to insert and I add a couple of holding lines on either side, then I keep the volume. And if I want to have it be sharper, I can switch to slide edge complete. And then depending upon where I move that line, like the closer I get to my line, the harder that crease is. You know what I'm saying? So like if I slide it away, it's soft. Slide the other one away, softer. So there you go. Here's the answer. That will be $100 million, please. Make that payable to my PayPal account. Didn't your art teacher tell you to always use side and front references? Yeah, sure. My art teacher told me I was never going to amount to anything because I talk too much in class. Shout out to Mr. Ewing, wherever you are in the world. Look at me now, son. All right. B, what's up, man? What's up, B? B is another big Stylist League supporter. Try creasing polygroups. Yeah, you could do that too. Is he dead? What the F? Every artist has decks from skateboards to let you know poser. Is that hate I feel? So first of all, I'm probably way older than you think I am. So I have been working on companies where I design skateboard decks and snowboards. Don't make me pull them out. No posers here. Tony Baloney. Your studio is now gone. We can't hear you. Can you guys not hear me? I see something here. Lost audio? Voice gone. Mute mic. You do. Can you guys hear me now? Shit. Hello. Audio is good. Okay, all right. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Wow, man, Tony, gotta calm down, dude. I don't know why you're so angry. No audio. Audio is back. Hello, yes we can. All right, cool. Space Mouse and Stream Deck. Do you still need a keyboard? No, but I don't know how to use the. I don't know how to use the Space Mouse yet. I literally just got it last week. Just got it last week. All right, so I'm gonna take these legs now and kind of add them to my feet here. Let's turn off everything with these two. I'm going to get rid of the caps, both. I don't need either one of them. Delete hidden. Delete hid. Same for the feet. Oh. All right, how many, let's see, how many spans do I have on these legs? Bunch. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, yeah, I think it's 8. Just deleting polygons here. And need to add some spans. Let's turn on double so I can see what I'm doing. So, let's see. Let's do this. Drop my legs down. Merge down. What I want to do before I do that, though, I want to give myself some room to see what I'm doing. So I will delete this loop here. Turn on the feet. Okay, good. All right, good, good, good. All right, so now merge down. It's okay. All right, bet. So my numbers might be off here, but let's just see what I can do. Extrude move, poly loop, poly edge loop. One. You know what? I think I don't need this. Probably be easier if I just bridge these. So instead of dragging them out, let's just bridge. Let's get the backs here, bridge. Side I have Too many spans, so let's get rid of this one, and let's get rid of this one, and let's bridge here, 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 here. All right, cool. So what I can do now is I can delete that, and I can start to do a little smoothing. His feet are part of his body. Loop here and see what we got. Okay. Dynamic. Up here to the shorts. Do the same thing with the shorts. Just delete single poly. Okay. I always wanted the basic blocking steps. Hate myself. I'll skip the basic blocking. Hate myself later. Can you show your character references? Yeah, it's just this. This is from a Sideshow book. Come on. Yeah. So this is from a Sideshow book that has statues in it. Seriously? Come on, dude. There you go. There you go. Instead of extruding, can you all just break? Yeah, totally. Hope you make him short. Yeah, he's not gonna be a tall dude. Just joined. Who made that Wolverine art? Looks amazing. It's a concept art that was in this Sideshow book I have. I took back in the other room. Yeah, it is. It's awesome art. Get back the reference. Sweet. Okay. Yeah. All right. So now let's take this down to the legs. And let's turn them both on. Do the same thing for the legs here. Let's insert here. And I want to delete a loop. Delete. Solo this. Delete. Down. Okay. Now, if I get rid of the top cap here, then I can add in, get rid of edge loops, and it's not going to really affect anything. So I will do that. I'm going to delete hidden. Smooth this out a little bit. It's a little wonky right now. And let's get rid of this here. Delete. Oops, not the loop, just the poly. Leave that. All right. Now, just to make life easier, I'm going to I'm just going to knock this in. Let's delete. Let's bridge this. I can fix the topology after I do it. Let's take this and here. Actually, this is where I want to start using my extrude move. Self some more geometry. Just stitch points together. Here. Stitch. Oh, come on. Stitch that to there and to there. Double so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, how do I do this? Let's stitch this here and then bridge. All right. I know this topology is going to need work, but I got these things joined now. Right? Let's get rid of this. Actually, insert here. Slide. Okay. Oh, you know what? That's a problem. Fix this and then I can move on. That needs to be 2. Let's delete that. Oh. Shoot. All right, you know what? This is under his leg. Nobody's going to see it, so I'm just going to stitch this up. I'll fix this in a minute, but stitch. This is dirty, but we'll fix it later. It's all right. So now I can tell like this probably should be larger. This whole portion of him, X. So I just want to get some groups here, and then I can start to actually model. What is up? All right, I missed a lot. Let's go back here. What's up, Pro? Hey, what's up, Dario? MJ, what's going on? Thanks, Andrew. How to reset layout while working. If you want to reset it back to default, you just go to your preferences, config, and you can either restore custom UI or the standard UI. Right? So if I go to standard, it takes me back to stock. And if I go back over here and I do restore custom, brings back my UI. Practice is better to sculpt an actual pose or TA pose. TNA pose? Pose is that? Yeah, TRA pose. Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna pose him later on, I like to just have him in a relaxed pose. So. Which is what I know I'm going to be doing. Now I got some weird topo here that probably needs work. It looks like I have a, aha, that's a problem. Delete this. Let's see. And got a triangle here. Let's do this. I want to bridge and bridge. All right. See what this looks like. Oh, they got some ingons in here or something. Let's fix the mesh, check. Okay. Oops. All right, so it's actually not, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be actually. I thought it was gonna be worse. Oops, X. W and this, get rid of this, and W, okay. Come on. All right, first thing that has to happen when we get our new ZBrush is polygroups have to be more than a shade different from each other when you make a new polygroup. Please. Get him looking stocky. Now the arms I will have detached from the body because he's got those shoulder pads and he's got the gear that's gonna hide that seam really nicely. So let's go back to the arms, turn on dynamic and see what that looks like. All I'm doing is just inflating. I've always been someone who thinks that Wolverine's forearm should be like tree trunks because, you know, he's got the claws in there. So I'm going to make him have like real beefy forearms on my guy. All right, so now if I go back and I look at my silhouette, it's getting a little bit better. It's W down to there. There you go. All right, so I definitely want to have more topology on the arms because I want to start to sculpt. So let's turn that off. And I'll just, let's see, solo. I don't need the caps on the ends here. Delete hidden. And I think I'm going to delete this part as well. I'll leave it on, but I will polygroup it. So let's add some more topo here. And then I can polygroup, single poly. Oops, come on. Polygroup, single poly. Okay. Let's add a holding line at the end here so this doesn't just disappear. Say dynamic. Okay. I like 2 subdivisions. I think that's fine. I'll just hit apply. Actually, hold up. Let's say divide. Nah, this is what I want right here. All right, so once we have our base mesh, it's time for magic. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll start to dial in the volumes, and then I can sculpt. I found that I've gotten much faster by working this way, where I'm not sweating. I'm not sweating things early in the process. I don't mind that it kind of looks suspect early on, because it's going to get there. And again, like, I'm not even touching standard or damn standard, any of that stuff for a while. Like, I just want to push polygons around for a while till I get what I need. And if you can see what you need at this low of a resolution, then 100% when you start dividing, it's going to look really, really tight. Another thing I might do is kind of block in his shoulder pads. I want him to have like a wide, again, he's short, right? So I don't want him to be, like, I want him to be really chunky, you know what I mean? Like muscular, but one of those dudes that you look at that they're super strong, but they also look like, you know, if they stop working out for a couple weeks, they're just gonna get fat or something, you know what I mean? If that makes any sense. This is also the time I would normally get some proper reference, you know, of like actual bodybuilders, just to make sure everything is okay. If you guys can see in the background there, I have my anatomy tools statue, so it's never far from me. Hammock is on. I didn't know that. Okay. All right, divide. There you go. All I need is a little more topology. It's like, what's going on? Okay, good time to save. Tool, save. Let's call this 2. Huh? All right, let's see what I missed. Hey Mike, loving the Friday sculpts on Stylist League, time zones. Maybe I generally get to catch it live. It's always great. Thank you. Thank you. So used to doing the basic model in Blender. Hey Mike, I have to see. But I don't see anything how to buy it. How do you get... Oh, okay, so if anybody is interested in getting my full like sculpting process video on ArtStation, first know how to spell ArtStation, which I don't. .com. I'll just get you a link. It's easier. So anti-venom, and then over here is the store link. And this is the process, right? So it's it's everything from this super duper low ugly mesh to this final kind of, you know, full thing. The whole process. All right. So I'll just give you a link. Copy paste. Boom. There you go. All right, how does Wolverine bend his wrist if he has big ass steak? You know what, Danger Sideburns? You and I are thinking exactly the same way. I don't think he could. With those big ass steak knives in there. No, they probably just go a little, just far enough that he could do the little wristy deal. Now you click beautify button to add on there. Exactly, beautify. Make finish now button. Thanks for the advice. Get worried about polygon placement. Yeah, don't ever worry about. I mean, it always looks ugly at the beginning. It just does. Unless you're Anna Carolina. I can't talk today, man. Cannot talk. If you're Anna Carolina, it's dope right out of the box. She just like makes it amazing from stroke number 1. So I told Anna in confidence that I had a problem sculpting Cthulhu. And what does she do? She makes it look like it's easy and posts it on Instagram. God, I can't. You know what? I think it's water. I need water. You didn't come here for me talking, clearly, because I can't do it. Not a strong speaker. Does have some big old lats, so need to make sure we got those going on. So I can't remember who was asking me about when you know to subdivide, but for me what'll happen is as soon as it looks like I can't possibly get the form dialed in anymore, I'll divide one more time. And I tell my students I'm actually teaching ZBrush for CG Spectrum for one of my classes, and I had to develop the course. And I just let them know, you know, I made the same mistake as everybody else when I started using ZBrush and saw these amazing sculpts that, you know, guys like Pavlovich and, you know, Raphael Grassetti and all these guys were doing, and thought that if I subdivide it enough, early enough, then I will, by default, have a beautiful piece of artwork and a beautiful sculpt. That is not how it works. So I like to keep it low. Keep it low for a long time. What I'll do with my stuff is just work on a part for a while, and I work on sculptures the same way that I paint, and that's to work big to small. So I work on a while, like kind of block in forms in one space, and then I'll look back and I'll see something that I missed somewhere else, or something that needs to be addressed, and I'll go back and kind of take care of it. So that's what we're doing now. I got him looking a little knock-kneed. Don't want that. $232. All right, so I think what I can start doing is actually get some sculpting in here. I'm gonna open up some reference, and I'll just put in enough detail that when I do pose him, those landmarks will be there for me. So let's save. Save as. Yes. So let me do something with these hands real quick. They're looking kind of crazy. Let's turn on dynamic. Oh, it's blowing up. Okay. W. You know what I realized? I'm not using my space mouse. I gotta get used to using this thing. Yeah, force myself. This is how I learned Corel Painter. So I made myself use it. So once I set up my macros, what the heck, man? Phone. I don't know what that is, but somebody's blowing up my phone right now. Yeah, by forcing myself to learn the things, I was able to start using it, and that's what I'm gonna do. So kinda looks like hands. Enough that you get the idea. Boxing gloves right now. All right, so now I'm gonna save this. Save. Yes. Okay. Now I think I can start to get some details. So let's open. A new PureRef. Let's see what I missed here. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize, like, this is like so many chats here that I missed. I can't sculpt and look at this at the same time. Oh, thanks, Stolo, picking it up. Appreciate it, man. What's your process for connecting all of the limbs, the body, when you need a single mesh? So I did it a little earlier with just bridging the parts. I keep it super low. So I can join the bottom of his body to the top. I feel like my topology is not really good enough to keep that continuous flow right now. So I'm probably not going to. I can just hide it with his belt. But go back and look a little earlier where I joined the feet to the legs. That's how I do it. What's the best time to make a pose of the character after all the details are done? Yeah, so I don't like to sculpt in too much on the like the details for him. So what I'll probably do now that I kind of like this is I'll block in, you know, the muscle forms, and I will then pose, keeping this low mesh, and then I can keep detailing. That's how I do it. So just looked up X-rays of Wolverine's arm. The movie version has claws fully retracted right at his knuckles. Oh, dude. Wow. Okay. That'd make me angry. I didn't know that. Candy on fire. Personally, start low, then subdivide for smoother forms, and retopo again low, repeat the cycles. Yeah, that's how I did my, that Darth Maul and Ahsoka. What's up, DXMAX Art? DMAX Art? What's up, man? Hey, EME, I don't know how to say that. Hand time! Looks like me right after I leave the gym. Nice. I'm sorry, so many questions. I don't know how you deal with the day-to-day routine. Frustrated. Keep up sculpting. Yeah, no worries. No, I appreciate the questions. I'm frustrated that I'm not getting to them fast enough. Responsibilities and deadlines for delivering jobs the company asks for. Okay. Struggle so much to get the proportions of the hands right. How do you work on that? Just look at them. I have a whole bunch of hands from every angle, and I just look at, this is how I do everything. If you look at my, let's go back to it real quick. So for this thing, can I make this big? I guess I can't. Well, it's on my art station. Hold on a sec. Station. So on the hands, here you go. Like I'll spend a lot of time just staring at my own hand. Which screen do I have on? Yeah, it's the right one. I'll just spend a whole lot of time staring at my own hand and looking at it, like doing this kind of a number. And then I'll have photos as well that that I can kind of just dial it in. And you do it for long enough, you can get it. Totally. Okay. How do I get out of here? Escape. I cannot. Okay, whatever. So because I know his hands aren't going to be doing anything other than like knocking that claw out, I probably won't do anything else to them. I feel like his whole upper body could be a little bit larger. Well, his arms anyway. W. Let's make his arms a little larger. And then his hands. All right, let me get that reference for the bodybuilders. Load. Oops, I don't know where it is. You are pure ref. Is it? Let's try Bodybuilder. Here you go. Bodybuilders. There you go. All right. So yeah, you can see by this, I have hands on hands on hands, as well as everything else. Like I got, oh geez. Okay, so one full disclosure on this mouse, the wheel is incredibly sensitive. So I just zoomed out to like Ant-Man size here. Oh, there it is over there. Yeah, so this is just one of my boards. I've got a ton of them, but this is gonna be good for me. Find somebody that kind of has the physique that I'm looking for. Get out of here. Start on his back. Right, now I'm going to save this as another file because I'm going to subdivide and start sculpting, and I don't want to lose the silhouette that I have now. I kind of like this. Oh, okay, there it is. And it's weird, it keeps changing between middle mouse and middle scroll wheel. Don't want that. What am I looking for? Let's check this big old dude. You might be thinking to yourself, hey, Mike, why are you even selling the anti-venom thing if you are going to show us how to do it right here? Well, I'd be happy to answer that. The anti-venom is about 12 to 13 hours of me telling you exactly what I'm doing over the entire sculpting process, broken down anatomically for each part. So if you want the full experience, that's where you check it. This is like my little teaser of what you can get. Another reason I like to keep the low resolution mesh is I do a lot of changing the silhouette, right? So it's easier if I can step down and I don't have to worry about it getting all mushy, you know. It's just easier this way. Let's hide these arms. They are in the way. There you go. I feel like his legs might be a little long. Green? Shrink those. Let's see how I'll do this. Oh, come on, get out of here. You see, when I run out of topology, I just kind of step up to a higher sub-D level. But I'm not going beyond this, so this is still, it's only 19,000 for this whole lower body. Now, because of the way I did that topology earlier, I'm probably going to run into some poles that are going to be problematic when I'm sculpting the glutes. So at some point, I'll probably either delete the lower subdivision levels and use Sculptris Pro to fix that, then retopologize, or I'll just retopologize from the gate and just fix it that way. Either way, it's an easy fix. I don't want him to be, oh my gosh, come on, dude. It's crazy. I don't want him to be too jacked, but I do want him to look like he didn't skip leg day, so. That's what I'm going for. All right, let's turn these arms back on. I can get to those. save this thing. Before I lose anything, answer questions in the chat. So much to do, so little time. Save as. I didn't even mention that I have a NFT collection coming out on the 15th, you guys. Of 25 years plus of hip-hop illustrations. So if you're a fan of hip-hop art and hip-hop music in general, you might be into it. I'll be doing a Flowverse Discord AMA I think on March 1st, and discussing everything that's going on. So, been working on this thing for almost 2 years, and it's pretty good. Just saying. All right, what am I on now? The arms. Okay, let's give these another level of subdivision. Keep it moving. All right, let's see what I miss. Are the arms separated from the body for now? Yes, they will remain separated from the body, I believe, because what I'm going to do is kind of cover him with the little things that go over his shoulders. I guess you would call those shoulder pads in some places, I guess people call those. And it also has a really nice cut that goes underneath his arm for the uniform. So it's a perfect area to slice the arms. And more than likely I'll be printing it, so I'll be slicing the arms off anyway. So save myself some time and trouble. Know what I mean? Hands and feet are the worst for me. Yeah, totally. How do you merge 3 subdivided subtools without losing the job? Sure. So what I do for that kind of thing, I've had pieces where I need to have like a high res translate to the low res. So what I will do is I will clone off something, like let's say I have this chest, right? Then I clone it. Then I can come over here and I can duplicate it. All right, so let's say one of these has high res mesh, where I've gone in and really, let's do something, right? Like I've gone in and really kind of just gotten some better detail, right? And I'll just do something that won't translate if I don't have high res. So just do like that, right? Boom. So now if I were to project these details on the lower res mesh, you see you don't really get them. So the way that I get around this is if I know that this is my lowest level of subdivision, this is my highest level, I will delete lower on here, and I will I'll do this, and then I will delete higher on here. Then what I can do, what was the question again? Good gosh, this is what happens when you get old, you guys. How do I merge 3 subdivided subtools without losing? Oh yeah. So if I have the subdivision levels, it doesn't matter because I can build them back up, right? So now I have this high res mesh. Essentially, this is the same thing you do if you were in a program like Substance Painter, where you're going to project the high res onto the low res. What I can do now is I don't have those higher subdivision levels, but what I can, if I decided, say, oh, I need to retopologize this for some reason. I need Waterman. All right. So say this topo was garbage and I wanted to re-topo it. I could go and make it the same and hit read Topologize or ZBrush, right? I got a little smooth, I lost some detail or whatever. But what I can do now is I can take the details from this and I can copy them, come to the low res mesh and hit project. So that first project is going to fill out some of the volume that got lost when I retopoed. And if I divide, I can hit project. So now I'm starting to get details. Divide, right? So this would be more than 3 levels of subdivision level, the 3 levels of subdivision. But wait, why is this not working? Hold up. Geometry and color, come over here. This looks weird. Project history. Do this over again. Hold on a sec. Okay. All right. Project. Divide. Project. Divide. Project. So essentially just going to keep dividing and projecting. And now what's happening for me, the reason that it looks like this is it looks like it deflated in some of these areas. I do this a lot when I'm working on statues for companies. You'll have to just go in and kind of maybe, let's see, I'll polish by features and then I'll do an inflate and see if this helps. So deformation, inflate, then project. Right, I can see that some of these areas need to be puffed out because I lost the pecs for some reason. I don't know why. See how it fills in after a while? It's just some manual stuff that needs to be done. Project. Doesn't always happen, but sometimes it does. Some areas are out too far. So now I'm sure that there's somewhere in your settings that you can change the project distance, and it probably will alleviate these problems that I'm having. I just haven't taken the time to learn where they are. So like if I push that in a little bit and hit project, pull it out a little bit, hit project, see eventually it just finds what it's supposed to be. So this doesn't always happen. I don't know why it happened on this one, to be honest with you, but sometimes it does. And just letting you know, if you ever run into issues with re-projecting, this is an easy way to fix it. Just kind of smoothing and fixing as I go. All right. This is crazy. I don't know why I lost the volumes like that. Project. Oh, now it's out too far. Project. There you go. Right, so eventually I get it. Push that in, smooth it. There you go. Now for something like this, it doesn't make sense to spend this much time fixing this. But imagine I had, imagine I had this thing, which I actually ran into these issues when I was working on this piece. When I would Boolean together like Maul's upper body to his belt or knock it out of the belt, I had to re-topo and then project details back. And some of those areas gave me the same problems that I have now. So I just fixed it. So it's a long answers to a short question. Sorry about that. All right, where was I? Let's go back over here. Turn on everything. Let's see what I missed. Let's save this because I like what I got. Save. Save, yes. What's the best time to make a pose of the character after the details are once done? Yeah, so I wouldn't do much more on these muscles because as I pose it, they're going to deform. There's also going to be stretching and compressing that's going to take place. And when it does, it's easier for me to, what I've found is I've resculpted things multiple times. And like, that's not the move, especially when you're on deadline. So what I like to do is get it to, know, maybe around here, maybe a little bit more than here, not a whole lot more. And then I pose them, and then I sculpt in details. And again, not to sound like I'm plugging, but on that anti-venom tutorial, I go through that process quite a bit with him. All right, thanks for the answer, boss. Working on keeping up the chat is tricky. Yeah. Sorry. Thanks for being patient, you guys. Thanks for answering my question, Mike. Yeah, I usually stare at my hand. Exactly. Yeah, if I have it, I'm good. I'll just stare at it. Now let's see a bunch of hand ref. Just a beginner in sculpting. How much time will it take to reach a good level of work? If I daily sculpt 1 hour, yeah, I mean, if you sculpt every day for an hour, you can be a boss in a year. You know? Just keep going. How to make a chrome type on sculpting ZBrush. I don't know what that means, Zan. I'm sorry. If anybody knows, can you answer that for him? One more time into this, bro. Hey, Mike, when you told us that equipment you had, your mic got muted. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so my microphone is a Samsung, not Samsung, Samson G-Track Pro. Yeah, 100,000 hours, 100%. Do you still use the mouse when you use PureRef, like your PureRef render is everything set up for the Wacom pen? No. I'm using, so this is why it's so crazy. I'm using a mouse, I'm using my pen, I'm using a 3D mouse. I'm all over the place. I'm doing everything. As you know, as my friend would tell me, I'm doing too much. Love how the model showing your axis is a boot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that is from another thing that is coming out soon that I'll be able to talk about one of these days. But yeah, I had to make that for Sideshow. And I was like, I'm keeping that as my little Z-axis joint. Awesome music, thank you. Great stuff, Mike. Thanks for the insight. Hey, thank you, man. Jesus. Just noticed. Thanks so much for showing the process and learning a lot. Good. Thanks a lot. Are you one of the makers of ZBrush? Nah, not at all. Nope. Just a fan. Been using it about 7 years now. Based in FD, Chad. Hello from the UK. Do you teach or run courses to learn ZBrush? So I teach for a school called CG Spectrum, and it's basically for concept artists. One of the courses you can take is for ZBrush, but I do private mentoring where if you're interested in learning this stuff, you know, and on not such a rushed basis, you can reach out to me on like my Instagram, which is above, and see about doing some of that for you. Hey, just realized it's on YouTube as well. Yeah, absolutely. When you project, you must hide one of the subtools. Nah, I mean, I usually solo out what I'm doing, and oh, did I have everything on? Dude, was that what it was? I had it all on. Thank you, that's, well, wait, no, I went over to this one, so it was not all on. Had me over here second guessing myself. Wolverine! So when you break symmetry or pose, is that when you start to sculpt asymmetrically, use some type of smart symmetry? Nah, I don't use smart symmetry because I always mess it up. I don't ever do it right. Is your back camera, you have another brio like your front camera. So this back camera here is, it's not, it's called a depth step, D-E-P, let's see, D-E-P-S-T-E-P, which I found on Amazon for ridiculously cheap. So it does a really good job of So if I switch over here and then switch back to the depth step, booyah, it's not too shabby. I didn't want to spend another whatever I spent on that Brio again for something that's just going to give me another angle. So I might actually get another one of those and put it somewhere else. Let's see. Hey, just realized that at CG Spectra, just realized it's using. Yeah. Totally. I'm over there. That's when you switch it mutes. Thanks so much. Oh, 1 second, guys. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Okay. When you switch, it mutes. Oh, wait. Okay. Wait a second. Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yes. Okay. So this. I got it. That one, I did not add a microphone. So thank you. Now I know what the problem is. Excellent. Thank you. All right, let's get back to this because I plan to do some more. All right, let's do a little something on his head real quick. Get this looking a little better than it does. Really like this. So. Also, another issue I run into is the smooth on my, like the intensity on my smooth brush by default is way too high. So I lose everything. So what I have to do is always turn it down. Let's turn that down. I don't want it smooth RGB either. I'll turn that down. Oh, come on. I'll turn this down. There you go. Now I can control it a little bit. Okay, so let's move this head down a little bit on the neck. The neck has no subdivisions. Let's say, let's divide that once. Oh, don't crash, don't crash. I'm not gonna touch anything. Let me answer some questions. Yeah, it is a webcam depth step. It should be a 4K webcam. Man, come on, don't do that. Saving. Okay. Now we're good. So now I want to divide this a little bit. Again, just kind of using my move brush at this early stage to figure out what I'm gonna do here. Okay. I've got way more neck than I actually even need. So let's do this. I'm going to see, okay, skip. Step up, delete lower, Get rid of these caps, I don't need them. Hidden. Okay. Back, let's do this. There you go. Right, what happened? Okay, that doesn't matter. But let's do this. I'm gonna this slide edge loop complete. Just gotta even these out a little bit. I just want the geometry to be a little smoother so that when I do start sculpting, it doesn't act really kind of weird. All right, so now he's kind of got a neck going on here. Make it nice and beefy. Okay, that's better. Starting to look like he means some business. All right, let's get these arms figured out. How am I doing on time? 3:25. I got about another half an hour. So let's save. Save as. Save. Yes. Let's get him down here. Here. Oh man. Man, this mouse is so sensitive. Stop being so sensitive. Oh, that's a good arm. Not bad. I like that. I kind of like that. All right. All right, let's see what I missed. Hey, thanks, Digital Sculpting. How long have you been modeling? About 7 years. 7 years. I started off because here I can show you. I do work for Hasbro. So what I found was, why are you all up in my business? Get out of here. What I found was, let me make sure I have a microphone on this. All right, you guys can still hear me. Okay, so yeah, no, I used to, and I still do, right? Like I'm an illustrator. I also sculpt, so. But I started as an illustrator. I was doing box art for Hasbro, and what I found was, as I had to sculpt, or as I had to paint guys with all this gear on, it was just really hard to figure out, you know, how the light is going to fall around these objects. My light is kind of glaring. Sorry about that. So, you know, if I was doing this thing or something for Marvel or whatever, I would run into issues where I just had to guess what the lighting was supposed to look like, and that wasn't cool. So I ended up starting off with a program called Daz. Actually started with Poser, then I moved on to Daz because it was free, and I found that I enjoyed sculpting. Not sculpting, but you know, kind of using their models and throwing on stock clothing, and then I would do paint overs. And a friend of mine used ZBrush, and I was like, dude, your stuff always looks amazing. He was like, yeah, you got to try this. You got to try this application out. And so I started messing around with ZBrush, and I was instantly hooked. And I found that doing my Joe characters became orders of magnitude easier. You know, like do I have to spend time sculpting it first, then painting it? Yeah, sure. But the more I sculpted, the faster I got, and it started to pay off. So. If you guys want to see some of the stuff I've done for, you know, companies like Hasbro and Mattel and like Marvel and those guys, just go to my website. Everything for me is at Mike T Artworks. So if you go to my site, it's MikeTArtworks.com, and you can see the stuff, Camille. Not a fan of that guy. I don't know why I did that. Not a fan. And I don't care. I welcome your hate if you know who I'm talking about and you're a fan. Bill Cosby. All right, so yeah, I can tell already I'm going to need more topo for this. So let's divide once. Now, what I like to do also is grab my dude's arm here. Just look at what I'm doing. Find it very helpful to actually look at something while I'm sculpting it. Call me crazy, but helps. In addition to looking at photo reference, you know. Oh my gosh. Thing is, that's super fast. There's a button to frame this. Is it F? No, of course not. Oh, there it is. There you go. The tendons on the forearm are what generally kind of throws me, because it gets complicated down where all this stuff kind of intersects on the forearm. So that's why I end up looking at stuff. This is where I really need to kind of break out the reference, is on forearms. And all this is going to be covered up by, this will all be covered up by his gloves anyway, so there's no real need to like stress it, but helps to have a plan. So I really wouldn't do a whole lot more than what I'm doing right here, because when I pose it, this is all going to kind of get messed up anyway, and I'll end up resculpting it. So it's probably good enough. So, let's see how I'm doing. Back. Crazy. It's like 1 minute the mouse wheel does it, and then the next minute the mouse button does it. Right. Okay. So, save as. This stream is for all the folks who are like, hey, how come you always use base meshes? Why don't you sculpt your own thing? Here you go. All right. I like the volumes they have on the concept art. He looks just badass in that picture. So now what I could do is I'm going to save this. Save, yes. Save. All right. I want to see what happens if I just kind of boolean this all together and then ZRemesh it. Let's take a look, see what happens. I don't mind that I'll lose my the topo I made if it, you know, if it's good. I just want it to be the best it can be. I want it to be all it can be. This week has been crazy. Be glad when Friday comes, you guys, to be honest with you. This has just been a stressful week. Sometimes it's like that. All right. So now let's take him. Save as. More time. Yes. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Sorry. It's my kid. So, all right. I'm going to do a Boolean of all these things. W, actually Q, W. I want his head to be a little wider, I think. I'm going to say same and ZRemesh. Okay, there you go. That's better. All right, now let's see what happens. See what happens if I Boolean this together. So Boolean is turned on, live Boolean is turned on. Let's turn on dynamic subdivisions and say make. Oops, let's clear this. Make Boolean. Did it do it that fast? Dag, that was fast. That's what happens when you have low topo, you guys. Boom, done. Microsecond. All right, so duplicate this. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to, let's do this, solo out this stuff. The head can be one thing. Figure out some smart poly groups here. Row. Yeah. That waist is waist is kind of a mess, but we'll see what happens. All right, so now I'm going to take this whole thing. I will set it up so I can project the details back. And let's ZBrush it, see what's happening here. Keep groups, detect edges, turn down smooth groups. And what size? Let's say same, because I think it's good enough. It's low enough. ZBrush, let's see what happens. Sure. Gonna retopo. Yep. See, this is what happens if you wait long enough. I actually do the thing that you're gonna ask me, that you asked me like an hour ago. All right. That's actually not too bad for a start. Thought about submitting a Killer Croc model to the Stylist League. Yeah. Oh yeah. So there's still time, guys. On our Discord, it's Stylist League. Let's see. STYLUSLEAGUE. Stylist League. In fact, if I come over here and turn on the border, boom, Stylist League. If you go to our Discord and join, there's a contest for DC villains. And if you win, Bradley is giving away a, oh God, I can't remember what the thing is called. If anybody's in here remembers what it's called, let me know. He's giving away a thing that's like, it's kind of like this, but by somebody else. One of those multi-key dealies. So not a bad deal if you win. So the last one, the winners got 3 copies of my anti-venom video tutorial, and the number one winners, first, second, third place. The number one winner is going to get one of our Stylist League caps that we're getting printed up. So yeah, let's turn off this border. I'll leave it on. I only got a few minutes left. All right. But it's not too late. Not too late. People who know how to draw pickup modeling quickly. Yeah, I mean, I've been drawing people and bodies all my life, so I guess the sculpting part came kind of not too hard. Yeah, no, Starbreak King, sorry. There won't be a Stylist League tomorrow because Bradley has, he's sick. Doesn't have COVID, thank God, but he is ill. He's got cold that his kid gave him, really bad flu. And so we won't have it tomorrow. Brad still feeling sick. Yeah, he's gonna be sick. Do you make sculptures so you don't have to deal with BS of retopology? Wait, do you make the... No. I retopologize a bunch, like a lot, an awful lot. So, and I don't mind doing it either. The new ZRemesher algorithm is amazing. It does a fantastic job. So I do a whole lot of same color. This is different poly group, same exact color, almost. Okay, do a whole lot of Sculptors Pro, and then I retopo. So like this part down here in his stomach, I'm not loving it. So what I could do now, but I'm not going to. Let's see. I just want to talking out loud. Let's see. Is that joined? Yes. Yeah. So just smooth this out, and now I can see that I have these unnecessary polygroups here that will cause a problem when it comes to ZRemeshing. You don't want to have rogue polygons, or it's not a good thing. But what I will do is, let's do this. I'm going to tie the arms. I want to get a good loop here. Oops. Don't do that. trying to get a nice clean loop that I can carry up into the top of his body here. So if I just group this, almost got it. All right, but what I can do is now I can come over here, isolate this, and get rid of, like, hide the polygons I don't want. Okay. W, come over here. Turn off symmetry. Okay. Group these. Group these. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, wait. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to do that. There you go. That's all right. So that's a group. And that's a group. It's a group. All right. So now, theoretically, this should be dope because what happens, oh, and let me actually get more down to the knee, because what I want to do is I want to have it break right where that knee bends. So hide this, group, come over here, row it. All right. Close, but not exactly right. A little bit more. Grow, shrink. All right, cool. There you go. So now, with 7 minutes left, I will retopologize. Can't talk. Retopologize. Same. Actually, let me try half. And ZBrush. Keep groups, keep borders, keep edges. All right, there you go. So this is what happens if you have good polygroups. Now this arm over here and the neck got a little wild, probably because I don't have symmetry turned on. All right, easy enough to fix, right? So let's undo that. I'm going to turn back on symmetry. I'll split the legs after it's done. So also, what am I doing? I want his pants to be a separate deal. So let's mirror and weld. Ooh wee, that's not right. Mirror and weld. Looks like he shifted a little. That's okay. This neck can be part of the upper body as well. Come on, dude. Neck is a thing. Let's grow it out. See if I can get the pant line. Shrink. Close. I'm just going to say this is a group. All right, so I have symmetry turned on. Let's do it again. Half ZBrush. This should be the ticket right here. There you go. Okay. So if I now project back my details from the other one, let's see how much I lost. Did I lose a lot? Kinda. And it looks like, yeah, let's try. See what happens. Project details, project history. Okay. Divide one time, project history. All right, now I didn't really have it to use, so I think that that's fine. And now, even though they look exactly the same, I think the arms are separate from the body. Yeah, they are. So close with these colors. All right, so now I can just smooth this out a little bit. And then copy this, copy, come over here, down here, and I'll hit paste. And this is gonna be the Wolverine that I work on here. So if I turn on dynamic, you can see that the muscles are still kind of there, but because it's so low, now I can start to pose him to look like this and continue to refine his muscles and face and gear and all that stuff. All right, let's see what I missed. Wolverine is on that spotlight. You can show how to make it transparent. White background. Yeah, so this is actually PureRef, which is a board that you can use to put multiple images on from anywhere, and then you can save it. So you can set it so it floats on top of things. So I can have it wherever I want, basically. Why do you use Dynamesh or sculptures for blocking? I just like the topo. I like to have the control over my topology. And so like I could do that, but I found that when I just have full control from the very jump of what I'm sculpting, it tends to be super heavy for one thing, and it's also not nearly as clean, right? Like, so this is like really clean for me now. I can pose this, and then I can fix the things if I need to with Sculptris Pro after the fact, where it gets kind of messed up or stretched. So that's why. Stylus League. Why did you make different polygroups? So by using different polygroups, when you use ZRemesher, you can turn on keep groups, and what it does is it respects those groups. So you can see how the line on the shoulders and the arm is super clean all the way around where it meets the torso, where it meets the shoulders rather. That's only because they were separate groups. If I did not have them like that, it would have tried to figure out what it wanted me to do, and it wouldn't have been as clean, right? I wouldn't have been able to deform it later on as neatly. Same thing with the arms. Now, because I have a group for the forearms and for the one for the bicep, what I can do is I can come over here and select the right thing first of all. I can come over here and kind of line up my gizmo. And then if I want to bend it, I'll give it a little bit of a blur too. Of course, autosave is going to eat up the rest of my time. Yeah, but now I can bend it, and it's not as bad, I think, because I blurred it. It made it look so ugly. Yeah, so I can do. Take my word for it. It's better. It's just better, you guys. Right, so now I could bend it, get it in the position I want, and then I can just smooth out and clean up the polygons, right? So same deal for the knee. That's why I organize this way. Top box or something? What is called top box? I don't know what that is. Oh, Torbox Neo. Yeah, that's the thing that Bradley's giving away for Stylus League. So, hey, it's pretty cool. And also, we got a lot of people that are in this one, I think. Rogue Polygon is my favorite Tom Cruise. Exactly. Put the stylus down, geometry gets it. How are you able to extend the isolation? I don't understand what that means. Akshay. Should I finish my Wolverine model someday and need to figure out the same issue with the slow saves and quick saves? Mine is actually working pretty good, so don't jinx me, bro. Oh, isolate. Oh, you want to know how to isolate the polygons? Yeah. You just hold down Control Shift and click on it, and it should hide the other ones. All right, Mike. I like to draw. Want to upgrade my work. I have Intuos. I'm thinking about buying a display. Do you think that'll improve my workflow? Could. Definitely could. You know, I think that if you like to paint on the computer, doing it with a mouse does not get it. Doing it with the Intuos, what I found was when I was working on these, they gave me, I had to do, actually I was working on the DC Infinite Universe guys. And I had to do 20 of them, and I almost blew my wrist out. That's why I got a Cintiq in the first place. So it saved my wrist because I can adjust this thing. If you look, I have a, if you look, I keep switching. I need to set this camera up on my Stream Deck. But yeah, I have the thing that allows me to lift it up and rotate it at the angles that I want, the base. And so it saves my hand, realistic or stylized? Stylized on this one. I think I want it to look like my Iron Fist. So I want it to look like. You know what I'm saying? Change problems, quick save every 10 minutes. Yeah, change those. What's the response to the person with the slow saves on Twitch? I can't tag. Slow saves. It could be that you are saving your history, and if you're saving history, then that is going to save. It's gonna make your file considerably bigger. Also, if you're saving the projects rather than the tool, I only save tools, by the way. It's going to save your materials, your history, everything, and it makes your files tremendous. They're gigantic, everyone. They're really huge, so you don't want that. Turn that stuff off, and you're going to save way faster. All right, cool, Mike. I see a resin printer in the background. Question: how do you deal with the keys and slicing a model? I'm doing one. I have some booleans, but parts don't match. Make your male connector slightly smaller than your female connector. And that's gonna save your life, because I noticed that I had the same problem. What's your art station? It is at the top. Everything is Mike T Artworks. Mike T Artworks. All right. Cintiq works. The fingers, zoom, rotate, or with the pen. So yeah, I have these. I have two of them, as you can't see, but I have two of these. I forget the macros, which is why I don't use them. The guys at 3D Connection sent me this mouse, which is sweet. I'm just getting used to the whole idea of being able to navigate. I'm actually getting way better. Like, I don't know if you guys are noticing, but before I shot this thing off into space and then it was just gone for life. But I'm getting better, so there's that. Yeah. All right. So anyway, I think using simple spheres pushed out the shapes. Yeah, totally. All right, so I think that's my time, you guys. Let me switch back so you can see me. And hopefully you can hear me. Yeah, that's my time. Thank you so much for joining me, as always. I appreciate everyone. If you want to see more of the workflow, or if you enjoy my voice, which I hate my own voice. Little known fact, spoiler alert, I don't like my voice. But if you like hearing the knowledge, you can check out Stylist League on Friday nights, normally. My partner, streaming buddy Bradley, is sick, so we aren't going to be doing it tomorrow. However, we've got, I think, 26 or 27 videos on Stylist League in YouTube with guests like Pavlovich and Ashley Adams and Eric Sosa, all the ballers, right? So go check out our YouTube if you're not subscribed already. Subscribe to YouTube, subscribe to Discord, or join our Discord, and that's it. All right, so I think I've gone over my time. I don't know if there's anybody right after me. However, I will say thanks, everybody, and I will see you next time. All right? Pre-order Maul and Ahsoka. Real, for real. Super proud of this one. Pre-order this one, you guys. You won't be upset. All right. Peace, everybody. Take care.